Please welcome RZA. You're really here. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, my pleasure.
I appreciate you. Oh, and congratulations to you and all Wu-Tang getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. How you gonna beat that? I know. That made me feel like a kid again. You know,
Yeah.
like out of all things of this year, when I got that news, the little kid in me just bubbled up and just came in. I had the biggest Kool-Aid smile you could see. Right? So that was a big moment for me. Yeah.
I'm so glad. Like it just seems like when you have such a legendary storied career and you rack up all these achievements over a catalog, it's like sometimes you wonder if people just get used to that love and that recognition. But it's nice that
certain accolades just really hit you harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is one of those. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations again.
Before we go further, let me take a moment too and say congratulations to you. I've been watching the show. You're doing a great job, man. I just want to say bon bon.
I honestly don't know if we're going to top that. I think maybe we should. I have so much that I want to talk to you about. Your movie, One Spoon of Chocolate. Mm-hmm. The way that you constructed this movie, the way that you built it together, you've been working on this since 2012.
Yes.
And I'm curious how many times something changes and something evolves over that much time. Because it's one thing if it take this much time for a first draft, but like you're shooting and you're probably reshooting. Like, what changed about the story as you started to tell it?
I mean, the story evolved, but you know, times have changed, and by the time we got to set in 2024, I think, when we finally got to set to shoot it, I just felt like the story had become pure. Like, as an artist, you got to let yourself become a vessel. And sometimes you try to force the music out, and it's a bad note. But if you sit there and wait for it to come through, it comes out as a beautiful song, or for this particular thing, a beautiful movie, yo. And thanks to Shamik Moore, Paris Jackson, Blair Underwood, and a great cast of others, man, I think I got something that is timely and on time at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing that I'm really interested about when it comes to the process is that, you know, for your music, you're taking so many different things, so many different influences. You've got like New York grit, you've got jazz, you've got like Asian film culture, mixing it all together.
I like how you...
Yeah. And I'm wondering if for the movie, you almost make it the same way, where you take a bunch of these influences and you wrap it up into something new.
That is how I do it, and that's a great way to do it. You know, a story could be told like a song. You can write a song, you can make it acoustic, you can make it with a bass and drum, or you can make it with a hip-hop beat. So with a film, the story that I created remained the same, but the style to tell it. So I went and pulled ideas or cinematography ideas from classic movies in the 70s, movies in the 80s. There's a shot in my movie that is inspired by a movie called Christine. All right, so that's a horror film about a car. Now, my movie is not about that, right? But, you know, but the way the headlights were in that movie when I saw it as a kid, I wanted my film to have that same headlight effect. So when the audience is watching it, and this truck that's kind of going through the town, when they see those lights, they go, oh, something about to happen now, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's the beauty of cinema. I like to call myself a hip-hop director, because in hip-hop, I sample. So in cinema, I can do the same thing, sample different elements to tell my story.
Got you. That's amazing. And, you know, this thing seems like such a, I mean, you already said pure, like such a holy passion project. You know, you directed, you produced, you did the music, like this, so much went into this one project, right? Yeah.
Well, first of all, I had a great team. It's executive produced by Quentin Tarantino. I went and got legendary producer Paul Hall, who did movies like Higher Learning and Shaft and some Tyler Perry's. And what I wanted to do was to surround myself with people that could let me do my thing, but if I went on the guardrails, they could be like, yo, hold on, bro, push a little to the left, push a little to the right. So writing is one thing, and directing is another. But most directors, when they get stuck on a scene or a script, they go, hold on, let me call the writer. So I was like, okay, let me just talk to myself. You know what I mean? So hold on, let me figure this out. Yeah, we could do it this way.
Yeah.
So that was the benefit. And then one of the beauties of this, Josh, is that my wife is the producer. And so my office is right here, her office is right there. Her office is much nicer than my office, okay? Flowers and all that, but when there was something that I personally felt challenged with, I could go knock on the producer's door, go sit in her office, and sneak a kiss. Yeah. And then go back to work.
Yeah. And when you were directing this, you had to direct white people to be very, very racist. Was that awkward to be like, I'm not feeling it from your heart?
You know what? No, there's some scenes in this movie where, you know, when you do a film, you get H&R, right? Human resources, and you gotta have these speeches. And there are scenes and times where we had to have meetings. My main villain is played by Harry Goodwins. And he plays a very dangerous, racist white guy in this film. And he's married to a black woman with 2 children, and he's from London.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So he had to, you know, really act out some of this stuff, and he's one of the nicest guys I ever met. So when you're an actor, you have to take on that role. Now there's one scene in the film where my buddy James Thomas, who plays like one of the most ruthless guys in the film, and he just seemed like he got lost a little into it. He was like blah 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 blah. Ah!
Did he say anything that wasn't in the script?
Yeah, there was one word that wasn't in. Well, it wasn't that it wasn't in the script. It was like, okay, I had 2 of those in there.
Yeah.
He did 3 of them.
Yeah. It's like, where'd that extra one come from?
Yeah. But it made Shamik Moore, because Shamik Moore is such a gentle soul. You know, he's a special guy, and this is my 3rd project with him. And I just love the fact that you know, he's now evolving to I call him a man actor versus being a young adult or a child actor. But when that energy came at him, and it's the scene where he holds this basketball, he's gonna pop this guy in the face with it. On one take, the ball slipped out a little early, you know what I mean? But don't worry, the ball is plastic. It's not real, right? But the point was that the energy that was starting to build up, it caused this visceral reaction. And for the cameras, that's what I want. You know, I know it's delicate. I know that certain words, certain languages are trigger points. But this film is made to make you feel uncomfortable at times. It's made to make you feel warm and relaxed when you see how young people can relate to each other and how the older generation is holding on to old school shit that, I can say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this is cable. I can let loose a little bit, right? But holding on to old school crap. I'm gonna say that. Yeah. That's past, bro. The film is like, let go of that. You know what I mean? And then there's moments in the film where no matter who you are, you're gonna root for the hero, because the insidious things that is happening in this film, if you see yourself on the screen with some of the people that's doing the evil, you need to check yourself, okay? And if you don't feel you know, there's a scene where Paris Jackson and Shamik Moore kind of like put their 2 hands together, and then, you know, they kind of embrace each other, and then a tear comes out of her eyes. I didn't tell her to cry, but the character, I know that she felt the weight of like, yo, what's going to happen to our town? What's going to happen to him? What's going to happen to me? When is the world going to wake up and realize that all men are created equal? Self-evident. It's self-evident, as our forefathers wrote, it said it's self-evident that all men are created equal. Black, white, red, brown, yellow man, and woman, all created equal.
That's amazing. There is also something on my mind. You created distribution for this film. Like you have what I would say is one of the four most creative minds in doing deals. Like whether it was with Wu-Tang back in the day or it's what you're doing now, you always really think artist forward and like the way that the artist can work without getting lost in sort of whether it's jargon or legalese, whatever the thing is. And I see you making this distribution for yourself for the film. Is that something you want to do more broadly, or did you feel like it was the only vehicle that you could get into theaters the way you want it?
Well, it's a little bit of both. I wanted to make sure that if I could go through the funnel first, I can widen it up a little bit, make it a little wider, and then get other artists to come through. You know, look, it's not easy making a movie. It's a 30-hurdle jump, all right? To get it in cinema, there's another 30-hurdle jump. I formed 36 Cinema and 36 Distribution to maybe make it a 12-hurdle jump. You got to jump something, all right?
Yeah.
But if I could simplify it a little bit and get more stories into the system and get more artists that chance to kind of be artists and not be caught up because of budget or because of even some gatekeeping. You know, in some stereotypes of what a character can be. You know, I'm trying to at least crack that door a little more so a little more could get in. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. You are an incredible legend. And this film and all the things you're doing, the deals that you make, the people you uplift, just add to your legend. So thank you so much for being here.
Good seeing you.
Thank you so much. One Spoon of Chocolate will be in theaters May 1st. RZA.